What's up, YouTube? Royal Flush, Draco Rex, Asian Gambit. Welcome to the podcast. The Winning Hand 35. And you know what? Adulting is hard for some. For others, it's very easy. I'll tell you this much. Adulting is very easy. What's up, Jamal? Adulting is very easy when you ain't got no goddamn kids. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't got no goddamn kids, all you gotta do is take care of your own motherfucking self. Just take care of your own ass. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, I gotta mute myself. I'm sorry. There we go. You know what I mean? If you don't have to pay for Pampers, piano lessons, you know what I'm saying? Life goals and dreams. What's up, Jamal? Master Chief. I say what's up to you too. I would pray to God, even though I don't believe in nothing. but but I pray to whoever's up there one day you just decide to be a regular dude and just chill and not do all this other weird shit. But it is what it is. Do you? You know what I'm saying? Do you? You know what I mean? It's whatever. What's up, Stardust? You ain't the first one this time. Maybe you was. I don't know. Somebody liked the shit before I even came back, so I don't even know. It might have been you and shit. You know what I mean? But like I was saying, adulting is easy for motherfucker. No, I'm Buddhist. I don't believe in saying motherfucking theories of what's out there as most motherfuckers in the West. All right, and I'm barely Buddhist because I don't even believe in half the shit they believe in. But that's not that's not what we're here about tonight, right? I'm here to say I feel you, Stardust. That's what I was saying. You probably was first and shit. But I just want to say that adulting is very easy. If you grown, but you ain't got no kids, adulting is so easy. So I don't expect a lot of motherfuckers here tonight. At least because adulting is easy when you ain't got no kids. Trust me, I know. Living the dream, motherfucker. Like I ain't like you got no motherfucking kids. So Father's Day, I ain't really do shit. I just celebrate, my father, and he's passed away. Don't feel bad or nothing. It's not about that shit either. I mean, that's not the point either. All I'm trying to say is adulting is very easy if you ain't got no kids because you ain't got to pay for shit. You just pay for your goddamn self. So shout out to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day because it ain't easy to be y'all. Adulting is harder, way harder when it's y'all. Y'all have to make life decisions for another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You have to make life decisions for other motherfuckers that are not grown enough to make life decisions for themselves. And you have to do right by them. Otherwise, they grow up to resent your ass for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Or the rest of their life. You know what I mean? Whichever one come first, I guess. I don't know. But a lot of y'all do a good, you know what I'm saying, good jobs. I see that shit. A lot of y'all boo boo, man. A lot of y'all ain't qualified to be fathers. So I celebrate the ones that are actually fathers. Just because you stick a dick in a woman doesn't make you qualify as a father. You know what I'm saying? Takes a lot of work. That's all I'm saying. So shout out to the real fathers and shit. The ones that pay for, you know what I'm saying, bowling shoes, even though your ass only go bowling twice and you talking about you gonna keep on going, but you never do. You know what I'm saying? Because you and your friends ain't trying to go every weekend. Ain't nobody do that. And that one time you thought you want to be a violinist, your dad got hyped so bought you a violin. You know what I'm saying? All them times it's just dad just be buying shit for your ass. So shout out to dads. But anyway, let's talk about E3. Damn, Stardust. Father's Day never seemed as important as Mother's Day. I ain't gonna front. Even back in the day when my father was alive, he didn't give a shit. Mother's Day, we always take her out. You know what I'm saying? We always take her out and shit. On some extra shit because realistically, we Asians, motherfuckers are like every day is Mother's Day. You know what I'm We're like on some extra shit on Mother's Day. Master Chief Collection, fam. I was never, to be honest with you. Like I don't know if I'm being an asshole or not because your name is Master Chief, but I was never a Halo fan. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I never really played Halo like that. The only thing I like on Xbox back in the day was Gears. Gears was the shit. You know what I mean? Gears is the shit, man. I like Gears. I don't really, not really a Halo dude. I'm more a bullet guns than laser gun type motherfucker. You know what I mean? Just keeping it real with you, bro. Just keeping it real with you. This is not a dig towards you. And I'm sure you use that name just because you want to use a different name. I know, I think I know who you are, but I'm just saying, I hope one day you would, you know, conduct yourself like a normal human being and shit. Motherfucker, just chill and I'm saying. But E3's aftermath, right? Coming into E3, I was like, not really hyped, just curious. I just want to see what happens. You know what I mean? Just want to see what happens. And it was okay. Yeah, it was just okay. It was okay. I was right. I was just not hyped. I was just curious to see what happens, and then it happened, and then it's gone. Couple cool things happened. Final Fantasy VII, that was cool. I'm be 100% with y'all. I never played the original Final Fantasy VII. I know that's blasphemous, but like I told y'all, I've never been a turn-based motherfucker. I told y'all I like what I like, right? Just keeping it real. I never played that shit. I watch other motherfuckers play it. I know the story somewhat. I didn't watch them play the whole thing, but they told me enough about it. I seen enough about it to piece together. I think I do. I think. I don't really know. But the remakes look dope because the battle mechanics and shit they showed. I like that. I like the way it looks. I mean, that's a cop. Like they won probably. Probably the only reason why I say probably because I never played the original. I don't have the connection like the rest of these motherfuckers. It's not the same as like RE2 remake. You know what I'm saying? Or Devil May Cry 5. Like I had like childhood connection with this shit. Never really played Final Fantasy 7 like that. I watched my ex girlfriend play. You know what I'm saying? I had like two friends who played it, and my ex girlfriend in high school played that shit. So that's all I've seen. That's all I know. That's all I really know about it is. But yeah, I mean the remake looked dope, so I'm copping that. Keanu Reeves and the game that came along with him, you know what I'm saying, was dope. I'm copping that. That's also like a day one probably. I'm saying probably because I ain't really seen gameplay for real. You know what I mean? I know it's first person, so every time I see third person shit, I know it ain't gameplay. And all we see of gameplay thus far is probably just seeing. I think that's the first person you see when the game start. We show up, call you a samurai or some shit, help you up because you got fucked up or some shit. Right? Keanu is the first motherfucker you see in Cyberpunk. I don't know what it is about y'all. You just can't just leave my chat to be normal for one night, man. I wonder if it's gonna like like one day when I hit like 1,000 subs. If I hit like 1,000 subs, that's probably like 4 years from now, some shit at the rate I'm going. You know what I'm saying? If I actually have it, it'd be like 4 or 5 years from now. I hit like 1,000 subs. Wait, by the time I hit that shit, would my chat still be as weird as this shit? Like, as what's going on in the chat right now? Like, why can't y'all just be that meme, man? Why can't you just be normal? I know, right? I'm so famous. Hey, I ain't gonna front. I like this level of famous. I ain't gonna front. I like this level of famous. I'm that dude that's not famous, but dudes who people think are famous know me. You know what I'm saying? I like that shit. Like YouTube famous. Like YouTube famous motherfuckers know who I am, but no one else do. And that's kind of dope. I'm like that dude in the circle, but no one really know me like that. always out there at least know my name somewhat. Just they have no idea who the fuck I am. Like, but yeah, man, I like that shit. I like cyberpunk. What else do I like? Shit. I like Elden Rings. I said that before. I like Elden Rings. Uh, Elden Rings, is it? White Girl Sekiro is what I called it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. That game by From Software and R. Martin seems very promising as a From Software game. It's usually a cop. Never tripping on that. Usually a cop. So, is there anything? Can y'all come up with anything else? Was there anything that was hot? I'm not bringing up deers tonight. All right, not happening on the winning hand tonight. No deers. Hey, that's what it looks like to me, bruh. That might be Sekiro's hand. That'd be dope. I'm just saying, like, that dude's really good at writing lore. He might be able to connect all this shit. Like Sekiro is just another kingdom. I mean, they did say that the dragon came from the west. It could be, which is odd because it's an Asian dragon. Why would it come from that part of the west? Usually, that kind of west they talking about like more like India type west, not literally, you know, Europe or some shit. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, is there anything else? Is there anything else that was nice? I didn't mention Halo because, like I said, I'm not a Halo dude. I don't know if you're a Halo dude and you feel some way when you saw that trailer. Like, enjoy yourself. I guess it's just it did nothing for me because I'm not a Halo dude at all. At all. I've never played 1, 2, 3 OTS. No, I just never played none of that shit. No, I mean, just never got into it. At the time, I was more of a modern warfare type of dude. I just, I like guns with bullets. Ghostwire's nice. Um, Ghostwire and also Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs was nice. The premise is dope. We'll see what happens, but the premise is dope. All right. Let's see what else. Is there anything else? Some of this shit is dope, right? Hey, where I'm living at right now, man, there's a fucking tornado or some bullshit coming through. I can hear sirens and shit, like storm sirens and shit. I hope it's not hail, man. I'm parking my car outside. I got too much shit in the garage. I can't fit my car in there, so I'm parking it out tonight. It's gonna be the worst couple of weeks to figure to park a car outside. I figure it's like fucking June and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker be alright. It looks like it's well like as long as don't hail will be straight. But is there anything else that was nice? Never say never though, Master Chief. Motherfucker said motherfucker said that Xbox wouldn't go third party. The third party. So I mean shit be happening, bro. You don't have that many nevers left. You feel me though, Stardust? Like I'm more of a modern warfare type of dude. Like I just, even though the multiplayer was not realistic in the fucking bit. All right. So I'm this dude. Like I describe the dude that I am on the fucking I'll describe the dude I am in multiplayer, right? You probably seen this dude before. I, I'm I'm that dude that akimbo like the whatever his sidearm is, I akimbo that and I just run around with that or my main, which is either a shotgun or some kind of assault rifle, like a semi-automatic assault rifle. And I just run around the map because I'm like I told y'all, I'm like usually really ADD. I can't sit still when I'm playing video games. So that Modern Warfare, I don't know what it is, but the multiplayer used to satisfy that itch in me. I just hop in there, I just run around the whole map. I usually run around the whole perimeter and then run through the map, just looking for motherfuckers to just duel with, just to shoot. And once you get good, you get really good, man. I'm not gonna front. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that every motherfucker that play Call of Duty long enough, you'll get to that point, right? Once you get good, you just get good, man. You just like sidestepping motherfucker, just rushing in, just it's almost like other motherfuckers move slowly, and you just like running up on them, just blasting everybody. I mean, and and you would think I would use all the perks to that type of gameplay, but I don't. I use certain perks that has nothing to do with that like rushing type of mentality. It's just I can't stay still. I can't camp. Like I can't stay too long because it's boring. Because I could run to where the action is right now. You feel me? Like that's just the way I play those type of games. And that's why I don't like the newer versions where they took seven tracks and grenade out of the game from the go. Like what the fuck is this? Like you have to like level up to a high level to get that shit. What kind of shit is this? Like yeah. What's up, Eddie? But you feel me though? Like all right, let's see what's else. Is there anything else that was good? I don't think any game that have deer kissing. I don't care in what kind of territory. We'll get to that later. We'll get to Xbox as a presentation later. But the presentations this year is just so dry, man. They're so dry. It's just not entertaining. Like none of it was really that entertaining. The most entertaining shit was like authentic. When dude screamed out, you know what I'm saying, you're breathtaking. That shit was authentic as fuck. Like that shit was not planned. That shit was just random. That's why that shit was like so. And an Asian girl, whatever her name is, she dope. I smash. Y'all would smash. Y'all know who I'm talking about too. She's a walking meme at this point. No, I don't fuck with Fortnite. I don't play those type of games. I'm just saying I used to play a lot of Call of Duty. I stopped for a long ass time. I just don't care for it and for a while. But this new one, matter of fact, actually, this new one, kind of hype for that. Yeah, man. Uncharted 4 online ain't no joke. You know what I like about Uncharted 4 online campaign? I mean not campaign, multiplayer is that you have to play this objective. Like the whole game is like geared around the objective. Damn, it's storming in this motherfucker. As long as it's raindrops, I'm straight. Just don't turn into fucking pellets. You need to run out there and throw a blanket on the shit. God damn. Give me a second. I gotta close this window, man. It's just crazy. If I cut out, my fault, man. This storm is nuts. And from what I understand, I'm only catching like the light end. Them motherfuckers above me with JDO and them. I mean JDO. Yeah, JDO too. No, is he in Florida? I forgot where JDO's from. Wherever the fuck JDO's from. Motherfuckers in the up north regions, Midwest regions feeling this shit. Like where I live, we missed most of it, but that shit's still heavy as fuck. This is crazy. Ghost Recon. Um, no, I don't have Ghost Recon. Is it out already? I mean, I haven't played Ghost Recon like that either. I mean, I was never really a shooter dude like that. I got into shooters, not to like. It's not that I don't know about it. It's just usually shooters never really excite me until later in the generation. Not until like, well, when I usually like third person shooter better than first person. Let's just put it that way. I didn't really get to first person until much later, until like the I played a little bit of World War, 2 and shit, like the old one, but I didn't really play it like that. It's not until like Modern Warfare it's when I start playing it. I really just start playing it because I like the story of Modern Warfare. I like that whole arc of the story. You know what I mean? I was actually invested in those characters. That's back when fucking Call of Duty was so good, man. You actually was invested in the characters. You know them by name, well, not by name. Well, actually, no, by name and shit. You know them by name. You know the locations. Every one of y'all played that shit. Know exactly where Burger Town is, and y'all know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. You gotta get your ass to Burger Town, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like I like that shit. And then the single player actually got me into the multiplayer. Like, I was like, you know what? I'm cold in the single player. Like, let me just like hop online, play a little bit. You know what I mean? And that was like with the first Modern Warfare. Like, and I got murked, boy. Like, I went when I came in, I was a total noob. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just getting murked left and right. But I never left it out, bro. I was like that dude when I first started. I was like that 3 and 17. You know what I'm saying? That you see at the bottom of the list and shit. Back when they used to have kill death ratio, which they don't even have no more. On some bitch shit. I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's some bitch shit. Come on, bro. Count your kills, count your death. You die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kill your count, kill your death. You know what I'm saying? All that. I don't like that shit at all. Points. What kind of shit is that? Points. But yeah, man. I'd rather have like kill death ratio on some real shit. But yeah, man, that's when I got into it. I like those type of games doing that. Like I'm more of like a third person type of gamer, and I like squad based more than that. That's why I kind of like the new one. It looks kind of dope. It looks almost squad based, unless that's trickery, and that's not how it's really played at all. You know what I mean? Like, but we'll see. We'll see more about that. But it looks hype. It kind of got me itching because I haven't actually played online for a while. I'm just playing for PlayStation fucking Plus for no motherfucking reason at this point. play, pay for no motherfucking reason at this point. Like that shit. I haven't played online for months, bro. Which is sad because I haven't played Street Fighter in so long. I'm so fucking rusty. Which is bad because I haven't played games in like how like usually you have intervals if you like not play video games for like a day or two, that's fine. But lately I had more than a day or two skip in between playing video games, which is nuts for mothers that play video games. You know what I mean? 4 5 days and sometimes and shit. But adulting, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do that shit. But like I told you, adulting is easy as fuck if you ain't got no kids. So happy Father's Day, motherfucker. Happy Happy Father's Day, all you motherfuckers that stuck in there and do your job and do your motherfucking job and pay for them pampers and pay for all them shit and wake up early. I had to explain to this little motherfucker the way of life and shit. You know what I'm saying? All this other shit. Shout out to y'all. I like Kingdom Hearts. I'm not a fan of like what I mean, more like a Devil May Cry type of gameplay than that, but I'm not a fan of it. I dibble dabble, never actually finished a game. I'm gonna be real with you. I never finished a Kingdom Heart. Played it a little bit. I'm not really into it like that, but it's not bad. Just not something that kept my attention. But anyways, E3's aftermath, right? So what I want to talk about, I just want to talk about the fact that it's just not exciting. It came and it went. It came and it went. Like I told y'all recently, I don't have the chance to play as much as I used to. You know what I mean? Or at least get to here soon once I'm out of my fucking busy season. I'll have way more time to myself and I'll be able to play more games right at the time when fucking Death Stranding come out. So that should be dope. You know what I mean? It should be real dope when Death Stranding come out. I'll have way more time to myself, be able to play that shit. But as these few months continues, you know what I mean? Got a lot of shit. It's my busy season too. So E3's aftermath just makes me feel like it's just not relevant. Now, do I want it to die? Absolutely not. I think if you could come together and celebrate gaming, you should. But I don't think it needs to be done forcefully. If it's just not hype, it's just not hype. And I'm not just saying that because Sony isn't there. Because let's keep it real. Let's keep it extra real. Even if Sony's there, what guarantees Sony having a good show? say say in another dimension, right? In another universe, in another whatever it is, a different frequency from us, whatever the case may be, you know, another realm of existence somewhere out there, right? that E3 come to pass and Sony was there and they sucked ass too. They sucked ass too. What then? Is it still as unmemorable as it is now, or as shitty as it is now, or is it better just because Sony is there? I don't think that's the case. If Sony was there and they have a trash ass show, it's just as bad. It might even be worse. It's even more disappointing. I feel like if Sony was there and it was trash, this E3 would even be like even more disappointing. You know what I mean? Because here's the best case scenario of what Sony could be there for, right? Just release dates for all their heavy hitters. That that would qualifies it, right? That qualifies it, right? They won just from release dates. I'm gonna be real with you, that can't happen because they don't have release dates for all the games. So what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Show you some old trailers because they didn't like put together a segment of gameplay in time, so they just show you some trailer. Or if gameplay is not ready to be shown now, I don't know what the fuck. Death Stranded got shown, so I mean, I guess you get Death Stranded and release date, but we got that in advance. So if you're seeing it again, it's not gonna be that hype. You already know about it. Like there's not much left they can do. I mean, if they show up, it's gonna be not that exciting either. I'm gonna just keep it real with you, and it'll make it even worse because that's even more disappointing. On top of it, Sony's not there, motherfucker. And the fact that they're there and they ain't shit either, that's terrible. And that's why I think they're not there. That's why I think they're not there. I think they're not there because they would have stuck it up too. Ain't no reason for that. So as much as I miss them, you know what I'm saying? Much as I miss them, I don't really mind they're not there. I'm just keeping it real. But I know what y'all here for. I know what y'all really here for. Y'all want me to talk about y'all want to talk about Xbox, don't y'all? Y'all want me talk about motherfucking Xbox, don't y'all? Y'all want to talk about that motherfucking conference specifically, don't you? Don't you? Because I'm for real with you. I'm gonna talk about it because it's a part of E3. But I know on some extra shit we want to talk about it because it's very eye opening and a lot in the days after E3 as well, not just E3 itself, right? A lot of shit that happened that's very odd. First thing is Battletoads was not what I expected. It really wasn't. I was hmm. You know what it is. Like I'll use a prime example, Samurai Showdown, right? I really like Samurai Showdown back in the day. I never got to own it like at home until like the PlayStation era, like the PlayStation 2 era, I think. And I got like the Neo Geo set, like the disc, the Neo Geo disc with all the Samurai Showdown games in it. But I like Samurai Showdown, and they're coming out with another one, and I'm hyped for that. But here's the thing, me personally, me personally, I wouldn't have mind if they stuck to sprites. Like if they could have just made like super high definition sprites and make the game look like super anime-ish. Not anime-ish, but like the Samurai Showdown look, that ink color look. I think like just having like beautiful like rendered backgrounds and having beautiful sprites, just really HD sprites would do that game better justice than the art style they decided to go with, right? because they went for a Street Fighter 4 type of look, which is still good. I don't mind. See, that's the thing. It's still good. I don't mind. I'm still hyped for the game. Me personally, I would have wanted high definition sprites, but that's just me personally. And that's a lot of work to make high definition sprites that have a lot of animation frames, you know? So I get it. And plus nowadays, you don't want to use 2D characters no more. You want to use 3D characters or 2.5D, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? But the thing is, I'm still hyped for it because even though it's not what I wanted or expected, it's still something I am satisfied with. Battletoad is not. Okay? Battletoad is like the other way around because I am not impressed. I know they're going for a 90s cartoon look, but how come it doesn't do a good job of it? Is what I'm saying. From what I understand, the guy who's like working on this is also the guy that worked on Earthworm Jim originally, like the Earthworm Jim game from back in the day. And let me tell you, the way the Earthworm Jim move in that game is way more charming. I don't see how that's the same. Like I'm actually very disappointed. I thought it was gonna look different than what it was. You know what I mean? Battletoads, I thought it was gonna look very different. And it's a small game. It's a small game. It's not. It shouldn't be that serious. But here's the thing: unlike Samurai Showdown, which it was not what I expected and wanted, but I am satisfied still with the end result. This, on the other hand, is different. It is not what I expected and wanted, and I am also unsatisfied with the end result. You know what I mean? It's sad, bro. It's sad. Like it's very sad that I just don't really know. I just don't really know what to say about it. Like, yes, it's a '90s inspired cartoon, but it looks terrible. It looks terrible, man. It should be '90s inspired, but it's 2019. You could do better than that. Matter of fact, games in the '90s did better than that. You know, I'm not here to dog Xbox game. It's just I was disappointed in that. Diver seems to. I'm not Diver. Goddamn, why I keep getting those two motherfuckers mixed up? Um, not Diver. Fatal. Fatal seems to still enjoy it, but Fatal's an odd fellow. And to be real with you, sometimes I don't know if he's being honest about it or he's just sticking with his guns. Like almost, be really real with you. I don't fucking know. I don't see how he could like it, but he likes that shit. But it's all right. All right. What's up? What's up, Christopher? What's up, Corey? I'm saying though, like, you feel me? Like I don't see how you can like it. It's not what I expected. It's not what I want, and I'm also like dissatisfied with the end result, which is different from Samurai Showdown. Samurai Showdown was not what I expected, not what I wanted, but still was happy with the end results. You know what I mean? And this is not the case. What I was the two style I was expecting was I was expecting that Killer Instinct type of vibe. If not, if not, you feel me? If not, we could do like the more cartoonier version, but more a more HD, more modernized version, not like a shitty '90s version. It doesn't look like Earthworm Jim. It looked more like Ren and Stimpy. And I don't know why I can't vibe with that type of animation style. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think those if those are sprites, I don't know, but I, it's not good. It's not good in my opinion. It's just not good. Hopefully, gameplay is fire, but besides from that, I mean, you know, this is what it is. They showed a lot of third party stuff, which some of it I liked. Like I said, White Girl Sekiro, that shit looks dope. Copping that. Don't even know much about it. Dragon Ball Z shit. I mean, Jesus Christ, they milking the fuck out of Dragon Ball Z, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you, man. They milk that shit like a motherfucker, don't they? which is fucked up because I'm like itchy because I'm like I want it. What's up, D? Because I low key want it. I low key want that. Yeah, Square Enix for sure. And it's sad that that's what it is. That comes to that. The Square Enix won the show. Don't get me wrong, it was a strong showing. I'm just saying, it's sad that it got to that point. You know what it is? I think the reason why there's so many Dragon Ball Z games or Dragon Ball games is there's just no like there's no definitive Dragon Ball Z game or Dragon Ball game. It's kind of like it's hard to do another Batman because them motherfuckers done Batman like a motherfucker. Like that Batman Arkham series is too good. It's so good that it's hard to make more afterwards. That's just what I think. I know, right? Corey, that shit. Hey, when I was a kid, that shit was the hypest shit ever. Low key, low key, that was the hypest shit ever. That shit was emotional as fuck. Krillin died, Vegeta died. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about y'all, but I saw Vegeta die in my native language. That shit hurt way more than the English version. The English version, I don't want to say shit because they did a decent job, but boy, when I was a kid, I saw that shit. I'm like, that's fucked up. Kill that motherfucker, Goku. I know you don't usually kill motherfuckers, but kill this motherfucker. That story was wild as fuck. But I mean, Jesus Christ, how many times you gonna milk that shit? You know, it's they can keep on doing it because like there's no definitive Dragon Ball Z game. Once there's a definitive one, once like when you played it, you're like, yeah, that's when you say Dragon Ball Z game or Dragon Ball game, you think of that game. Every like unanimously. Because right now, if I say Batman game, y'all think of the Arkham Knight game immediately. You wouldn't even think of other shit because there's other Batman game. When I say Spider-Man game, am I a PS4 fanboy for thinking most of y'all would think the PS4 Spider-Man game? Not because it's fresh, just because it's relatively the best Spider-Man game. Yeah, and Z Fighters is Fighter Z is a different breed. It's a fighting game. Budokai and all that other shit too. But I think Fighter Z has now became like the that Dragon Ball Z fighting game. You know what I mean? You have to be better than that, and it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be real difficult to be better than that shit. I know, right? Fucking how many times I'm just let that motherfucker rest. Jesus Christ. How many times we gotta see this man shot? Just like Bruce Wayne's mom and dad. Jesus. We get it. We get it. These motherfuckers just have rough ass childhoods. We get it. When Peter's not even a child when that shit happened. He was a teenager. And he got a rough ass childhood too, because both his parents died. Quote unquote died. Shield agents. Shit. But yeah, I mean the Xbox E3 this year. Name something that they put out that was fire. That's they shit. I mean, you could say Halo if you want. You could say Halo if you want. You can. Me personally, of course, like I said, I'm not really a Halo dude. I'm a Gears dude. So you can say Halo if you want. But the Gears trailer wasn't really all that. You know what I mean? It wasn't. I Game Pass that shit for $1. Shoot me. Gears for $1? I'm doing that. I Game Pass that shit for $1 immediately when it comes down. Damn, dude. No, like real talk. Like I don't like ripping on it, but it's just E3 is just not enjoyable. Like overall this year. Sure, there's a couple like bangers that came out, and we like, all right, cool. Like, well, we glad you show up just to bring some kind of sunlight into this motherfucking dark ass E3. But besides from that, it's a rough patch this year, right? It's rough going this year. But you would expect that shit, man. I don't know why motherfuckers don't. I don't understand why motherfuckers don't expect that shit. Like it's looking that way. Like there's a bunch of people that don't show up. There's just like the people that don't show up, you wish don't show up. You know what I mean? Like no, the people who do show up, some of the ones that show up, you wish don't show up and shit. You knew it's gonna be rough this year. Oh, E3 overall this year is just rough, and yeah, it just seems like there's not a lot of significance to it. Me personally, I would hope not. I hope that PlayStation come back next year. I do. I really don't think they should go away. I really don't think they should like skip out of E3 in total. They could have a smaller show at E3. They could, or just stream that shit during the time of E3, whatever the case may be. But I hope they show up next year. Whether they do or not, I have no idea. I'm not gonna act like I have some kind of industry insider to tell me that shit. You know what I mean? Blair Witch, I don't know about Blair Witch. I gotta see more about that. I gotta see more on that because if you notice, Blair Witch seems like very, you know, railed. It looks. I'm not saying the game is on rails. I'm just saying it looked railed, like the trailer was built on rails, right? The trailer, not the game itself. Like it showed you what it wanted. You know what I mean? Like I need to see more. Like how do you traverse the world and what's going on and all that other shit. And which is difficult because you don't. It might be some kind of Death Stranding type of shit where you don't really. It's Blair Witch, motherfucker. You don't supposed to know about this type of shit. I'm like, all right, what? All right, but I just need to see more about that shit before I can, you know, truly say it's cool. But I mean, not even say it's cool because it looks cool now. I'm just saying I need more to be like, damn, that shit looks sick. Nothing on that's fucking on Xbox is exclusive, Corey. What you mean? What's up, Lay? What you mean? Nothing on Xbox is exclusive. Everything's on PC. What you mean? Everything's on Game Pass day one, baby. I'm playing that Gears day one, baby. On Game Pass for $1. Huh? What you mean? I'm a one and done that motherfucker. Play through that motherfucking story just to see what it's about. Hop on some multiplayer for a little bit, old janky ass motherfucking multiplayer, and then be out. Be good, cancel my subscription. It's just $1. I spent way more like way more money on way less, than that. I don't know, like anytime soon or not. Like it may, they saying they would like that to happen, but that doesn't mean it's gonna happen. We'll see how it goes, Corey. It may, it may not. You know what I mean? Right now, it looks like it's that way. It looks like it's going there. All right, it looks like it's going that way. It looks like it's going to PlayStation 2, but I can't call it. It's hard for me to, you know what I mean? It's hard. Like I don't want to make those type of predictions because I can't really hold myself to that. Huh. My system. Sorry, my system was being extra weird. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Yo, this is goofy as fuck. I should be able to hear me, right? Yeah, that shit was weird. I don't know that storm did anything, but that shit was weird. That storm pat. God damn. I might get killed by lightning if I'm fucking storm out here and shit. But where was I at, man? My fault. Where was I even at? Now I'm all fucked up. What was I even talking about at this point? Do y'all think next year we'll have E3? Like the same way we used to a few years ago when it's all hype and all that other shit? Do y'all think so? Like next year, will it be the same as this year or will it get better? I hope it get better, but what do you? How do y'all feel about that shit? Do y'all think it's gonna get better? Y'all really think that we're gonna get like the ones we used to have, even if Sony shows up, right? Will it keep getting better again, or will it just like decline? Just as just as an event, will it just decline over time? Because a lot of times, like you got to scope the situation for what it is, right? Like you can't just say just because Sony's going to be there, it'll be extra hype, right? Because what if Sony shows up and it has a shitty show? Wouldn't that even be worse than one with Sony? I mean, without Sony, right? What if Sony shows up, showed nothing but CGI trailers? Well, not CGI, sorry, but rendered trailers, and showed no release dates except for the release dates you already know about. Be a trash ass Sony show too, right? How the fuck is that going to help? You know what I mean? So if next year, like, and I'm not saying it's gonna be that way. I'm just saying the chances of it being a good show next year and the chance of it being a bad show next year. What does that look like? Yeah, I know Sony's always sold gameplay, but what if they don't have like a cut ready, Christopher? You know what I mean? Because when you show gameplay, you can't just show gameplay. You gotta show like a chunk of it. Like that's how PlayStation does it. You know what I mean? You gotta show a chunk of it. Or like a good amount when it's a first person, not first person, but a single player type of game. They show a decent chunk of it, right? So much so that if you sit there, you can watch it for like a solid 10 minutes, and then it cuts. It's almost like you saw like a solid short story. Think about it. Like the first time you saw Lost Legacy, right? When you saw Chloe with her fine ass, you know what I'm saying? Walking with a what's that called? A burqa, right? Is that called a burqa? I'm sorry, I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't know what they're called, but it's not hijab. Like, is it? That's Middle Eastern. That's not the same shit. And it was in India. I don't know. I apologize. I don't know. But she had the veil on, and she's walking through the dark alley with asshole Indian soldiers. You know, they're not. I'm not saying Indian soldiers are asshole in the game. They are in that game. Those motherfucking Indian soldiers are assholes, right? It is a hijab. All right, cool. All right. Universally, it doesn't matter if Indian people wear it or Middle Eastern people wear it, because Indian people are not Middle Eastern. But I appreciate you letting me know. I didn't know that. What's up, Thug Nasty, bro? Yeah, man. I ain't got no kids, so tonight is always a good night. I ain't got to deal with none of that bullshit. I don't pay for diapers and nothing. So shout out to all of y'all who do all that shit. You know what I mean? Adulting is super easy. You don't have to do none of that shit. You gotta show up for PTA meetings. You know what I mean? None of that shit. Adulting is super easy. Pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? Pay everything on time and shit. Get that credit up. Just saying. I'm just saying. Right? Like adulting is hard as fuck when you got a little motherfucker. I mean, you feel me? If you a real father and you were around for all that shit, then it's just rough, right? You ain't gotta do all the other shit you want. Me, I'm no, I'm just keeping it real. Like I'm just keeping it real. Like one day, we all should, or have the opportunity to be a parent. I'm just saying, as of right now, I don't have a kid, so adulting is easy as fuck. Like it's just simple as like you know what I mean? Ain't much to it. If you a grown man but you don't have no kids, or and I'm talking about no kids, like with your wife or baby mama or nothing, like just no kids, right? And you can't take care of yourself, man. Shame on you. Shame on you, man. Like after you I'll give you to like 22, 23 ish, right? 22, 23 ish, right? By then, you should be like right around out of college and shit. You know what I mean? It's hard to like get in the game like that, but I mean by then you should be alright. You know what I mean? You should figure your shit out, right? I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just saying, being a grown ass man with kids is a lot harder than just being a grown ass man. So I appreciate motherfuckers out there just doing their thing as a parent, but not everybody do. Just because you have the capability of impregnating a woman doesn't make you a dad like that. You know what I mean? You have to earn dad stripes to be a dad. You know what I mean? That's how my father was. My father wasn't like rocket scientist or secret agent or nothing special. He's just a good dad. Like that's all you could ask for. You feel me? Like he was a cool ass dad to grow up under. That's all it really need to be. You know what I mean? And most motherfuckers can't even do that. That's all I'm saying. So happy dad day. Just give it a real. Wait, on this other gaming shit. E3 is like E3 for me is like just this year, which is not like something I was hyped for. It was very odd. Like at least last year, I would think about E3 weeks and months prior to it. Now I don't even like, I mean, I didn't even know it was coming until somebody on the round table said it was coming in like a week. In like a week. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't even, I didn't even realize it was coming. They was like, y'all know it's coming in like 7 days. I'm like, oh shit, it is coming. Because I didn't have the same like hype for it like I used to. Yeah, I just I just don't get it. I just don't get it at all. Like I don't think it's gonna get any better. Like I don't think it will. It only gonna get worse as time progresses. E3 will get worse and worse because people like you know like a mass exodus lately. Motherfuckers just not like going to E3. You think it's gonna be like all of a sudden next year it'll all switch around? Like every company's going back. Like every company's gonna show up like they usually did a few years ago out of nowhere now when streaming is becoming like y'all was saying it's just the future. It's just the future, right? If this is the future, you think they're gonna keep on showing up to this bullshit, waste all their money and shit, right? I mean, I'm not counting their money. I don't give a fuck about their money. I'm just saying that's will they go or not. Like more and more companies are like skipping out on it. They should have made E3 exclusive. E3 should have stayed exclusive. Ever since E3 went public. You see that shit? Do you see that shit? Do you see what happens? They should have kept E3 exclusive to the motherfuckers who deserve to know about it before us. And I know it sounds like some fuck bullshit to say, but that's just on some real shit. E3 used to generate even more hype because of that, because none of us was there. And we didn't know shit. It was waiting on just leaks and people like writing articles telling us. And like back in the day when we didn't really have all this other shit that we do now, we just read it from a magazine and shit, read it on a post and shit. You know what I mean? It was so hype back then, but ever since they made it public, it just died down a lot. They never should have done that. They should have kept it behind like closed doors. They tell them motherfuckers retailers and and marketers and shit, and them mothers come out and tell us about it. You know what I mean? And then we decipher through the information. Exactly, Christopher. That's some extra shit. You gotta adulting. I mean, adulting is pretty easy, but parenting is another. It's on another level. You know what I mean? Parenting. You know what I mean? You gotta be responsible for another motherfucker's human, like another motherfucker's life. Like you gotta make decisions for this motherfucker, and you gotta make sure this little motherfuckers don't do nothing stupid to kill himself. It's just rough out here, man. Like anything in your house could be a deadly fucking hazard at all time for the first few years of having a kid. And then after that, you gotta also still make sure this motherfucker don't do nothing stupid and kill himself as a fucking adolescent. Like it's just rough, man. It's just rough out there. Like it's hard to be a dad. Hard to be a good dad, man. And dads usually don't get the credit for it. You notice how mothers always get credit for their shit. Mothers get good ass credit for their shit, but dads don't never get shit. Dad like, thanks, Dad. Here's a T-shirt. I mean, Dad always have his rough as fuck, man. And nowadays, dads can't even be cool. Dad can't even be cool. Movies about mom whooping ass. Dad's always dad's always some fumbling idiot. Like you ever notice that? Like in like media, I don't know why I'm going on. Like I guess it's Father's Day. I'm just going on a tangent. You ever notice how like in like TV shows and like modern style like media, the dad's always like some kind of fumbling, mumbling idiot. You ever notice that? Like in every fucking one. Like dad is always like so uncool and dumb and whatever, whatever. Like how the fuck did you ever run a goddamn family? But the mom is always goddamn perfect. The kids in the show always make fun of our dad. You know what I'm saying? But the mom's always fucking perfect and shit. Like what? Like, what the fuck? At least at least show dad some love. Jesus. Like dad be doing the most difficult shit ever. Dad gotta make sure you not a bitch if you a dude, if you a boy. Like dad has to make sure, you know, you walk the fine line between not being a bitch but don't be an asshole. Like, you know what I mean? You know how hard kind of like what kind of wisdom do you impart to a young man to where you could sculpt him into a decent human being, to where he's not an asshole, but don't make him no bitch either. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you do that? just just the mental and fucking emotional hurdles you got to go through just to make that shit happen. Just saying, that's just rough. And I'm a dude. I have no idea how it feels to be a female, so I wouldn't even know how to raise a woman. To be honest with you, that's why I can't be no single dad with a daughter. I can't have that. Bitch, you gonna stay with me. If I have a daughter, bitch, you gonna stay with me. You gonna help me figure out how to raise this little girl. Shit. I'm saying, true, Christopher. I feel that, but I'm just saying, dad deserve more than that. Like, put some respect on dad's name, man. Dad be holding down a lot of shit. But yeah, man, E3. I after this one, I don't think the next one's gonna be better. I don't see it happening. All of a sudden, like all the motherfucking companies come back, and maybe it's possible because next year a lot of shit be popping off. Next gen's popping off. Maybe a whole bunch of devs will get their shit together as far as trailers and all that other shit, and we're able to show some shit and yada yada yada. You know what I mean? That'll be hot. But come on, fam. You know what I mean? Come on, fam. Like the chances of that. Because why would they even do that? They can stream. They can stream. They can stream all their shit. That's what Nintendo do. Nintendo, supposedly won the show. I'm not a Nintendo dude like that, so I don't. I mean, So I mean, if you like all that shit, which some of it's fucking bad, like it's dope. I ain't gonna run. It's just dope. I mean, I'm just not a Nintendo dude, but I'm just saying, like, it shit looks dope. And I mean, would E3 be so bad if everybody just collectively streamed their E3? But you couldn't call it E3 no more because you're not at E3. You're only at E3 if you're physically at E3. If you're streaming during the time of E3, that's not really E3, right? So Nintendo's not really there. They just stream at the same time. Practically, right? And here's the thing with the as far as saving money and all that shit, I don't even know it's really that. I don't know if they just want to deal with the hassle. They don't think it's have much worth in return. And what I mean is like PlayStation headquarters is now in California. They're a stroll away now. Still ain't go, did they? Yeah, I mean they won on the fact that they pleased their fan the best. You can't really say PlayStation won. They wasn't there. They didn't win or lose. They wasn't there. They were just absent. So I mean, it's not a win it's not a W or an L. How could you didn't compete? You're not in the game. You're not in at E3. I mean, people will say that Nintendo. I mean, PlayStation still won because there's certain PlayStation shit that was there. But I don't really. I mean, I'm not with the technicalities on that type of shit. I'm not really down for that. I call it what it is, and PlayStation wasn't there. Whether they didn't win, they didn't lose because they wasn't there to compete to win or lose. We're just counting E3 as what it is. Let's just be real. And if we're talking about showing up at E3, I guess Square Enix did win. They have the best conference. I mean, I'm sorry, Nintendo, as far as the time of E3, right? Nintendo has the best. I mean, Nintendo technically wasn't there either, but their showing was the best, right? Technically, they wasn't there. They streamed their shit, but they show what their fans want, right? They show some old shit moment. They gave their fans what Sony fans, I mean, Sony usually give their fans. So I mean, they winning. Square Enix, very close. Yeah, and I'm gonna be real with you, Christopher. I prefer that because I don't want you to show up and be shitty because it'll make the show even worse. Can you imagine? Can you imagine having like Xbox have a shitty show, and then like other conferences have just as shitty as they are now, or some of them might be as good as Square Enix and whatnot, right? And then PlayStation also come out and have a shitty ass show. It'll be a rough ass E3. At least I don't live with the disappointment of having a shitty ass PlayStation conference. I just live with the disappointment of not having one. And to not have one is actually better than having a shitty one. You feel me? What's up, Jemiah? You feel me? That's just how I see it. Like, which one would you rather live with? Like the disappointment of not having a PlayStation conference or having a shitty one? Which one? Because I'd rather live with the disappointment of not having one because at least I can think of what may be. I mean, I'm like, man, they probably had some other shit. They just whatever reason they didn't go. They could have showed this. They could have showed that. Yada yada yada. You know what I mean? You can still live with that. If they showed up and show a shitty one, then all of E3 just mad doo doo, even with PlayStation sprinkled in there. You know what I mean? They showed up mad doo doo stain on the shirt. Ain't no reason for that. Like I mean, what's up, Jeff Fields, man? I mean, there's no reason for that. There's no reason to show up with doo doo stains on your shirt and shit, and fucking have a shitty ass E3 just to fuck up E3 even worse. They left because they don't want to be a part of that problem. I think that's what it was. It was like, man, we're gonna be a part of that problem. They see it coming, and they was like, you know what? All the third party shit that we need to show, they showing themselves. So fuck it. You know what I mean? They showing themselves. Why even show up? I don't even think they think it's worth it because I don't think it's about that cost or nothing. I just, they can stream their shit themselves. I don't think it's worth it anymore. You know, like they just don't think it's worth it anymore. Why show up? We could just stream some shit. If we don't have enough, we'll just stream the shit that we have. Like we'll do like a short show, stream what we have so far, not do the whole thing anymore. Because I don't agree with Thrash because like PlayStation headquarters is now in California. They're stone's throw away. Ain't shit to get to Anaheim from where they're at. Is it in? It's in Anaheim, right? And going to E3, like that's where it hurts them as far as E3 is that now that it's open to the public, you just gotta pay to get in. Like you have to be able to draw people in, and E3 gets all that money, right? I don't think that the vendors get some of that. So you E3 lives and die on the people showing up. It's like there's no title card to have people show up, and it will just slowly drag and die. They should have kept it exclusive. See how important exclusive is? If they kept E3 exclusive, E3 would still be as hyped as it used to be. If they kept it exclusive to just journalists and motherfuckers in the know, so that they tell us later, and trailers and other shit released later, and other motherfuckers can tell us what happened and what they saw and other shit. I promise you, E3 would never die in that kind of format. You know why? Because the secrecy builds hype. You want to know now that it's just wide open, motherfuckers just tweeting, motherfucking developers telling them to change shit on the motherfucking game and shit. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers just tweeting, motherfuckers like, I don't like this about the game. Change this shit about the game. Gamers are not happy about this part of the game. Change it. That's the voice I use when I read those type of tweets. You feel me? Like those. As a gamer for 25 years, I can't believe you guys would do that. You know? Oh shit! I don't know why, but I use that voice every time when I read those type of comments. Like just randomly when I see some shit like that, I'm like, what? But I mean, it's really odd, right? That people think it's gonna get better. What makes you think it's gonna get better? Even if PlayStation come back and have a decent show next year, it lives and die on that. It lives and die on good shows every year. And E3 as a production now no longer, just exists just so they can facilitate motherfuckers showing exclusive shit to industry figures, right? It's shown to the public where they get a piece of that money, and that shit's gonna fail because shit, man, it's not exclusive anymore. Motherfuckers can just show up whenever they feel like it, and they're not gonna pay that kind of money every year. Every year you gotta pay for that money and show up. What's up? What's up? Yeah, bro. But I don't think E3 is gonna be as good as it will ever be ever again. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It could get better. I just don't see it. I just don't see it happening anymore. And it's harder. It's harder to do. I mean, you gotta cut a trailer. You gotta imagine, right? You gotta imagine, like for instance, the God of War trailer. I mean, not trailer, but the gameplay video that they showed. They have to cut that. They have to render that because that wasn't in the game. They have to literally make a mini game to show us. You feel me? Like that demo that they showed, that gameplay demo, they have to build that from. I mean, of course, they use all the assets from the game that's ongoing while they're making it. As far as the gameplay and shit, but as far as the troll coming out at the different time, like instead of it came out on the bridge instead of not, and like all this other shit, they have to make that for the show. You know what I mean? You gotta remember the trailer, like the gameplay that he played, the map that he played through didn't even exist in the game itself. They had to make that little. I mean, certain parts of that map wasn't even like connecting, like how the game was and shit. They have to make a little mini game out of the stuff they already have to show us that the amount of time it take out of like they shit to do that. So I don't think they'll do that anymore. It's just a waste. They can just stream the shit. It's not about losing money. It's just the future is here. As motherfuckers, as futurists out here telling me about it. The future is here, and the future is streaming. And I do agree on certain things, like as far as videos and getting information out there. Streaming is the way to go. You just instantaneous. You can just reach everyone and let them know what's going on and all that other shit, right? If you buy PlayStation products and you want to know about PlayStation products, you'll probably look into it. Catch their little streams that they do. You know, Xbox does it, PlayStation does it, Nintendo does it. Just practically everyone does it right now, and it makes E3 less and less relevant. Case in point, Death Stranding a few days before E3 dropped shook the fucking foundation. Everybody was going crazy and shit. And now look at it, right? Look at E3 itself. You don't need E3 to do that type of shit, and you'll see that more and more. They do like what Death Stranding was dropped like on a random Thursday or some shit. It's a random Thursday. Yeah, and it's definitely losing its identity, and the reason why is because it's becoming more mainstream. The more mainstream you are, the more of a vast more audience that you have, and you have to cater to all of them. And when you do that, you have to cater, like you have to bend yourself to fit into certain categories, and that would make it difficult to have an identity. You're not special. You're losing that because you have to bend to fit into certain categories. You know what my tinfoil hat moment is? I feel like they're all in cahoots together. They've already shaked each other's hands. You know what I mean? Gaming companies, internet providers, yada yada yada. They've already spoken to each other about it, shook hands about it. Like as soon as this recent like activity popped up, like Comcast or was it Comcast? I think it was Comcast. They came out and they said they're gonna have a special form of internet for the gamers. You know what I mean? And you're like, God damn, they doing it already. Like that's my like tinfoil hat moment. I mean, I got a tinfoil samurai fucking rice peasant hat on. You know what I mean? That's what it kind of covers a much better distance. Well, what I'm saying about gaming losing its identity is, um, like let's not act like SJWs and anti SJWs and shit don't exist. It's very blatant lately. It's very obvious in the open recently in media everywhere, right? And the thing is, me personally, I just feel like the reason why all of that's there is just there's not a lot of good dads around. I'm just saying, there's not a lot of good dads. There's not a lot of good moms. Just being real. There's not a lot of good dads, not a lot of good moms, not able to teach their kids, not able to empower their own daughter and son and yada yada yada. You know what I mean? And you need the media to do it for you. That's how I feel about the situation. Or you don't like some shit, therefore it's bad. We become more whiny as the generations go because we just have what we have, right? And we expect it better every time, and we think it's just our right to have better every time. It is not. Like nothing is owed to us. I don't know. I don't know if anyone ever like gave these type of people like this conversation, but dude, the world don't owe us shit. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what y'all talking about, but the world don't owe us shit, man. You think the fuck like these motherfuckers give a fuck about any one of us? They don't. They just want the money. But yeah, E3, I think from now on it's gonna be a bust. I don't think it's gonna get better. I don't see it getting better. Even if Sony come back, they'll come back in a much lesser form than they used to be. I'm just be real with you. They're gonna put way less effort into it than they used to because it just E3 is not a viable way to show off their shit no more. There's much more like better format for them to do it, and they'll do it in other formats. They're not gonna do it like this no more. I can see it happening. But yeah, man, as far as next generation is concerned, though, next generation with Xbox is hard to say because first of all, they say they don't do generations anymore. So when we say next generation, I guess we'll just say the next box that they're coming out with. Does the power narrative still matter? Because now there's rumors that the PlayStation 5 is more powerful. Does it even matter anymore? Does it matter now? Because now if it doesn't matter, then games don't matter and power don't matter either. The fuck matters anymore? Yeah. If it's true, we don't know if it's true or not. I'm not gonna say it's true or not. We don't. All we got was all we got from both companies are features, not specs. Two very different things. It tell you certain features that this thing have, certain components that it have, but it didn't really give you specs. They don't. None of them have given you a clear, detailed spec list of what these things are capable of, what they have, and what they're capable of. You know what I mean? It's still very vague information out there right now. Damn, impatient fire, you on to something. That's probably what it's gonna be. Is it low? I apologize. I don't know if it's low. I'm sitting a little bit further away and I'm not speaking that loud. I'm sorry. Is that better? Brian Smith. I don't know why, but I work with a Brian Smith. It's kind of funny. You're the first one that says anything about that. Yeah, I mean, if it's troubling you, man, fix your shit because everybody else think is good. But if you trolling, then enjoy yourself. I don't know, fucking know. Final Dev Kit still aren't out yet. Well, yeah, I mean, there's just not enough for me to speculate whether. I mean, there's rumors that Xbox is stronger. There's rumors that PlayStation is stronger. Whichever one is stronger. I mean, of course, to me, it never was a concern as far as the games are concerned. You know what the power means when a generation start when a true generation start, right? Not this weird explanation we have with Xbox, right? As far as what is and what isn't a generation anymore, that they don't do generations. But you know, this next box they're coming out with, like the reason why power matter when the gen start is the power is telling you why this next gen is worth it compared to the gen that you're on right now. You know what I mean? Because both the X and the PlayStation 4 Pro, right? They both perform quasi decent at giving you 4K, 30 frames, sometimes 60 frames, right? They're quasi 4K machines. They're not true 4K machines. Neither one is. Don't bullshit me. Like neither one are true 4K machines, right? So the next generation, first of all, both of these motherfuckers better be true 4K machine at least. They talk about 8K and all that other bullshit. No, first of all, you motherfuckers need to be at least true 4K machines. You know, 60 like across the board. First of all, like I mean, I don't know if I need it to be 60 like solid all the damn time because a lot of times that also due to development, due to the devs of the game too. But you need to be able to more than be able capable of doing that shit first before you talk to me about 8K and all this other shit. Right? No, that's what I'm saying as far as power in the beginning of the generation. Tell me why this thing that I'm about to buy for somewhere between 300 to 600 motherfucking dollars, and don't believe that shit when they talk about 800. I don't believe that for a second. You out of your goddamn mind? That dude's fucking nuts. It's gonna be somewhere between to $600 motherfucking dollars. I know that's a wide gap, but I'm talking about all consoles in general, right? Somewhere between $300 to $600 on this next motherfucking machine. Why is it worth it? Right, Brian Smith, but that's not really a true 4K machine. Neither is the X, right? They're capable of it, but they're not a true 4K machine. In my opinion, if you're a true 4K powerhouse, you should be able to play every goddamn game in 4K, 30 frames at least. At least. Otherwise, you're not a true 4K machine. You feel me? $1,000. That's why power matters at the beginning. At the beginning, the power matters because I need to know why I need to step up to this motherfucker. You know what I mean? What's wrong with the shit I'm playing right now? Right? Show me some shit. Like right now, I'm on quasi 4K, 30 to 60 frames. The next one better be a solid 4K, solid 60 frames. You know what I mean? Man, my chat could never be normal. Jesus Christ. You never get through much in my fucking podcast one night without like a normal ass fucking like chat. Motherfuckers out here just I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't, I don't know. But anyways, like on either side, like they like on either side, they have to have like they have to have like you know what I mean. They have to have like a solid reason for both me getting the next one. As far as the power narrative is concerned, it has to be better than the one I'm on, like leaps. I'm talking about leaps and bound better than the one that I'm on right now. I'm like when I say leaps and bound, I wish it was like from the PlayStation 2 to the PlayStation 3 every time, but it's never like that anymore. It's going to be much smaller of a gap, but I need to see that gap. I need to see the difference, right? There has to be a reason for me to go to the next machine for a couple $100, right? You have to show me that. You have to show me that. What is this machine capable of, and why does it deserve somewhere between $300 to $600 of my money, right? Why can't I rock with the machine that I'm fucking with right now? If you're making a game, like, are you telling me that in order for me to play games from now on, I need a machine at least capable of this? Otherwise, I'm not playing it no more. Like all the games before, it would be kind of shittier. It sure is. You get that nice breeze in that. You know what I mean? You're never concerned about infestations because it's never stagnant. You feel me? Don't call me Danny. You feel me? Jesus, man. Like, why do you need a like an online pass that bad, bro? You don't even do you even play that much online? Like you game like shit, man. You ain't get your priorities straight, bro. We was just talking about adulting a minute ago, okay? Jeez. I feel you, Jemiah. I feel you. And I'm not gonna be like one of them dudes that like are a stickler about that if it drops like down to 58 or some bullshit like that in a tense gameplay and shit like all right, you know what I mean? But like that should be the benchmark right there in the next one. There's no reason to be worse because you quasi did that this gen. If you can't do at least that next gen, then you fail. In my opinion, you have. So that's why the power narrative matters a lot in the beginning because you need to know that shit. You need to know this machine's capability and why it's worth to step up to it. Otherwise, why the fuck even do it? You know what I mean? You need to know that. And beyond that, that's where the games come in. Now that I buy this motherfucking brand spanking new fucking console, what am I gonna do with it? What games is coming to this shit, right? And exclusives That's where it ties into that. I can buy this machine that has these games, or I could buy that machine with those games and some other ones. That's a wrap, right? And when it comes to that kind of like thinking, you no longer think of which one's more powerful. If you enjoy those type of games, you're like, man, wish that thing's a little bit more powerful, but man, I want to play that game, right? And then it becomes a wash. That's just how it goes. That's why Nintendo did well back in that day. I mean, clearly Sega was way better as a system, right? It better be. That's how I feel. But that's what I'm saying. You need to know the what's going on next generation as far as the specs, and we don't really have that yet. I can't really call it. But which one do I think? Which one do I think is going to be more powerful? Like low key, maybe because I play on PlayStation. I think it's going to be more powerful because if you think about it, Xbox is not saying their next generation console or whatever it is, the next console they're coming out with is also the will be the next most powerful console of all time or whatever. They never said that. They never said that, which leads me to believe that to be true. Because why would you not say that if you know you don't know? And the reason why you don't know is because the last time you was able to say that is because the PlayStation Pro has already came out. You know the capability of that thing. You could say we're going to be more powerful because you know what you're going up against, right? You knew what you were coming up against. It's really odd that dudes just like show up randomly to troll my chat. I don't know what it is about. Like, I'm not even that big of a channel. Why are you trolling my channel? I just don't get it. So wouldn't you have like better, like more clout if you troll like a bigger channel? Like I'm like damn near non-existent on YouTube. I'm just a random dude chilling on a Sunday with, you know, internet homies. It's like what the fuck? Why do y'all show up to make my chat weird every night on Sundays? I just don't get it though. I just don't get it. It's so weird. I can't just talk about what I want to talk about without seeing some goofy stuff in the chat. It needs to be. They promised that this gen, and we know they couldn't. We know they couldn't. Does it, Brian? Well, all right then. I appreciate it, I guess. But I'm not really a sub whore like that. I mean, it'd be nice if motherfuckers come through and sub and shit, but you know what I mean. As you notice, I don't really promote the channel like that. You feel me? I mean, if you come through and you come through, it's cool. It's whatever. But. Wow, man, every night. God, every night. So weird. But anyways, so I think that's how it goes down, man. Like next gen, as far as I'm concerned, I'm thinking the PlayStation is going to be more powerful. It usually is, right? It usually is. Last gen is like that too, because the PlayStation 4 was more powerful than the original Xbox. They needed two more iteration to be stronger. And right now, the reason why it's hard for them to say they're more powerful is because they don't know. They don't really know for sure. Sony hasn't really set their specs. Neither side have actually set their spec. Neither side just said the components that it has, a couple of components that it has, and some features that it has. Neither one has given any specs. So it's still, as much as I'm concerned, like speculation. Whichever side is more powerful, it's not about the more power. It's about how powerful are both of them. You feel me? Comparatively to what we got right now. Because if both of them pass that benchmark of 4K, you know what I'm saying, 60 frames, then they're both okay in my book. But of course, fanboys will fight over, which one is more powerful than the other, yada yada yada. As far as I'm concerned, I'm good with that. If you can hit solid 4K 60 across the board next gen. I'm talking about across the board, at least. Like it'll be cool 6K or 8K, whatever. I don't even have an 8K TV. Why the fuck would I even care? You know what I mean? Maybe I'll buy one soon here. I don't know, but I just need that first. Solid 4K ray tracing, whatever the fuck that is, and you know, ambient inclusion, all that fancy shit. Throw all that shit in there. Do all that shit. Make sure it's good, right? Be capable of all of that shit, and then we'll talk about extra shit like 8K and all this other shit. You know. So that's the benchmark I'm giving it. I would give it a both console a pass as long as both console can hit that benchmark. 4K 60 solid is what I'm expecting for next gen at least. That's the bare minimum. You can't hit less than that. You know what I mean? You got to come out and say, look, this thing is capable of 8K 60 frames, but like the bottom half is it will never hit less than 4K 60. Okay, down. You feel me? Down. Both of y'all win. Both of y'all get in my book. Both of y'all win. I don't give a fuck which one is more powerful than the other because at that point it's hearsay. It's gonna be better by like an inch. Like some things, like some games will run better on one console and some will run better on another console. Just like the Pro and the X is right now, right motherfucking now. It's the same shit. It's just up to the devs and shit as well. You know what I mean? Too much calculations involved. We're not gonna deal with that. It's just an easy scenario. If both can hit these benchmarks, we're good to go. But what happens after that? What happened after that? What happened when both consoles hit those benchmarks and they're both good to go? What do you do now? You start looking at the content, right? You start looking at the content. What games can I get on what console? And that's when exclusive kind of like jam itself in there. And you're like, look, bruh, you could play these games on this console, right? Or you could play me and play those games and some other ones that you can't play nowhere else. And that's how you fit and sell console. You got to remember, right? They call it the console war, not the brand war. You know what I mean? You, as far as they're concerned, they're in the business to sell console. That's the competition that they're in, is to sell consoles. And now, if you're saying the business is no longer a part, like how many consoles you sell, then you're no longer in that war. You've conceded defeat in that war, and you have now moved on to other endeavors. Is that facts? Right? You have quote unquote. I hate using this term because it's so fucking. I don't know why it's cringy to me, but motherfuckers use it all the time. Bend the knee. So if you have left the console market, then you have bent the knee and bowed out. You feel me? You have bowed out. You're like, you know what? I am done with this console war shit. I can't do it. I can't fight you because I'm making money that way. So I am out. I am moving on to other endeavors. I will still be making consoles, but I ain't gonna compete with you like that on console. Just can't do it. That's not the business no more. That's your business. That is not the business for me no more. I can't do it. We are out. And that's not me saying that. That's Phil Spencer saying that. I'm not quoting him. I'm paraphrasing. Right? Yeah, that's what it is. They bowed out. They were like, you know what? We are good. We are done. Deuces. I mean, deuces. We are out. We still will make some console, but we are done. But we are done with this console war. We can't do it. And when I say console war, I mean between the business, not between the fanboys and shit. I'm not talking about that console war. I'm talking about the legitimate one that companies wage with each other to fight for and earn for our money. You know what I mean? They stopped that shit. They were like, you know what? We're done. We are done with this shit. We're moving on to just service and software. And the software is poor at best, but service and software is what we're doing. The console war is not for us. We can't hang in that. And that's not jabbing or anything. That's just real. That's just what it is, right? So if you bow out completely like that, it wouldn't be surprising if the console is weaker. Why you wouldn't put that much effort into it anymore? But at the same time, if it's no longer, a the business move for you to make. Of course, you're not gonna make like crazy over the top exclusive for it. Why would you? You don't care if people buy it or not. Why would you like spend all that extra money? I get it, right? I get it. That's how it's supposed to be, isn't it? Like you don't like you're not gonna make like crazy ass super dope ass games for your console where you don't care if you sell it or not. Like who does that? You know what I'm saying? Who does that shit? Like who who would make like crazy ass like exclusives, but they don't care about like selling their their product. No one would do that. That's why you're not gonna see like an amazing AAA game from Xbox. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it 1,000. You're not gonna see it. You're not gonna see it. Why would you see it? What kind of sense does it make? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of sense does it make? And it's really sad because I wish they would have kept going. The gaming scene could have been very vibrant. Can you imagine like three amazing companies going head to head year over year, just banging it out? But nothing lasts forever though. Like the Sakura blossoms, you know, that motherfuckers see all the time that never understood the fucking message behind the Sakura blossom. Shit was, as beautiful as it is, it will fade away. You know what I mean? Nothing lasts forever. So it'll blow away in the wind one day. So that's what's happening with E3, and that's what's happening with the the three-way battle, the Mexican standoff, I guess. Can we just call it the Three Kingdoms? That's how, I don't want to be. I don't want to use Mexicans. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying, like, I think it's an end of that era. I think it's no longer that. There's more kumbaya. You know, everyone should be able to play every game. Yada yada yada. The narrative changed a lot lately. And it's come to that. It comes to consoles no longer being important at all, and everyone should be able to play everything anyway. Now, what does that mean for next gen for gamers? It's kind of weird. Like this gen marks like the end of this gen marks like a whole new beginning in gaming next gen, right? Next gen is going to be very different. That's when streaming will be full on. Like I mean, it's here now, but it'll be full on next gen for real, for real. It'll be in full force because then they'll have to be in competition with consoles and whatnot. So they'll be really in full force. And consoles will exist, like the new consoles will exist, and we'll see what the market reacts to, whether streaming fails or not. Now, in my opinion, I think it will fail. There's just too many hurdles that streaming cannot get over. Me as a gamer, I can't see me as a gamer, I just can't see me just being okay with like a half a second, like just drop in frame rate, just a drop where shit freeze up. That's the one thing that kills me and fucking that's not like Days Gone. Just frames freezing up, and that's a fucking game right there. Like that's fucking in my hard drive. Can you imagine? You know what I mean? Can you imagine? But yeah, man, I just don't see how like that shit works. You know what I mean? I don't see how it's gonna work. There's just too many variables to it for it to work properly and well. Yeah, I mean Nintendo has always been on an ebb and flow. Sometimes they fuck up, sometimes they get shit right, and they're as of right now they're getting shit right. I mean, I think it's good to have competition though. I think it's great that there is a market out there where there's multiple people making a certain type of product, even if it is niche. And yes, console gaming is niche because console gaming requires certain type of motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It requires certain motherfuckers to go out there, spend somewhere between $300 to $600 and not have nothing to do yet. You have to go out and spend another $60 to do something. You feel me? That's between 300 to well, that's between $360 plus tax would be about 370 dollars. No, like more like damn near 400, right? To about damn near 700 just to play a game. Just to play a game, the initial investment is that much. The initial investment to play on a console is that much money, right? Think about that. The initial investment to be a console gamer is to spend at least 300 and something dollars to be a console gamer. Now, you mean now? I'm not saying that everyone can do, and like not a lot of people can do that because a lot of people can do that. It's nothing. That's like a third of your paycheck usually. I mean, like at worst, right? Usually for some motherfuckers, that's not even a fourth of their paycheck. $600. You know what I mean? It depends on your paycheck. Like with me, that's probably like what? Damn, what is that? 600, $700. What is that? That's about yeah, that's about a fourth of my paycheck. You know what I mean? I get that every 2 weeks. Like a fourth of that is my paycheck. That ain't shit. I have multiple paychecks, but my day job, that's practically what it is, right? I make about 6 stacks a month. Yeah, it's roughly there. You know what I mean? Roughly there. So I mean, most motherfuckers can afford that shit. That's not the problem. It's just the need and want of buying a console to go through all that to play games. You have to have the want to play these type of games, these console type of games. Let's keep it real. Like PC don't have these type of games. I'm not saying they don't have good games. I'm just saying they don't have console style games. And when you know what the fuck we're talking about, PC games are built for PC people. And I'm not hating. I'm just saying that they're kind of different. That's why a lot of time there's PC guys on PC asking for certain console games. And I'm not mad at them for doing it because they want to play those too. But the console games is some of them are exclusive to that. It's built with a console in mind. Now people are getting further away from that, but that doesn't change the scenario. You know, I love Coon. Coon is like the most fucking consistent motherfucker I know. Like he stays in character so well that motherfuckers sometimes I always forget that he's not. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, with the next gen is concerned, man, that's all I'm expecting. That's all I'm expecting is you better hit at least 4K, 60 frames. That's all I want. That's all I want. 4K, 60 frame. That's all I need. You know, and that's all I. That's anything above that is gravy. It's all right, cool, but and you can fight over the particulars later. As far as I'm concerned, I don't really care about the particular. Once the power establishes, the fact that it's higher than the benchmark that I give it, then I give both a pass. Now all you gotta do is impress me enough to buy it with games, because I have to spend $600 to down to like 360 something dollars at least to play a game on this machine. Now, of course, PlayStation and what is Xbox doing backward compat? Next, whatever, I don't want to even say next gen with them, but their next console, are they doing backward compat? Hmm? Exactly, Jemiah. If you talking all that noise about, if you talking about all that bullshit with the fucking 8K 120 ridiculous nonsense, then you better hit 4K 60 on damn near everything. On everything. That's the bare minimum. And if if your character look up in the sky and move a certain direction and hit 8K and 120, cool. But the game should be running at least 4K 60 at all times, motherfucker. At all time at least. That's all I expect. I hate that shit. 8K 120. You mean like when the character look at a clear blue sky with one cloud up in it and move at a tremendously slow pace in this one specific area of the map? It's when we hit 120. You know what I'm saying? 8K. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, like you know what I mean? Look, I like PlayStation shit, but I'm not a fool. Like I don't, you know what I mean? I've been in marketing too long. None of that kind of like marketing talk like get past me. I don't just because I don't know the tech doesn't mean I don't see bullshit when I see it. You know what I mean? You're barely capable of 4K 60 now, 4K 30 now. You over here talking about 8K 120. And I'm sure you'll be able to hit it here and there, but consistently? That's what I want to know. Consistently? You doing that? I mean, if that's the case, shit, fuck $800. That should be like 1,500. Yeah, that shit would probably be like $1,500. Damn, you fucked up, bro. This shit fucked up, bro. I mean, so last thing before I leave, man, damn, I'm almost here for 2 hours. It's only right though. It's been a while since done one of these. It's surprising. This one's the 35th one. I've done a decent amount of these, man. But over the years, man, the only thing I can't say about like gaming is the more things change, the more they stay the same. Like there's always been outrage, there's always been this and that. But as long as gaming has that one thing that keep it moving, as far like as and what I mean by that is like creative people in the industry, then it won't die. It dies when the creative like freedom of the developers die. And you can see Xbox doing a good job of that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, you can see Xbox doing a good job of fucking that up. Like they're just restricting development freedom. That's what I'm concerned with. The more business encroach on the artistic side of the gaming, side of it, the quicker it'll die. As long as that spark's still there, then we should be okay. I mean, yes, gaming will go through all kinds of fuck shit as far as the business end of it, but as far as the games themselves, as long as there's creativeness behind them, they should stand the test of time. They will be able to continue. But on to other shit. What I want to talk about today is the other night I was just chilling at home playing some video games, right? When I finally have a chance to, I was listening to the homie podcast. Sick. If y'all don't know, Sick's doing podcasts on his other channel. Look it up. You know what I'm saying? Come through. That was one of the best one, but it was talking about Griffin gaming is ill. And look, I'm not really, I don't really care for this beef shit back and forth on the internet. That's just goofy. I associate the word beef with somebody dying. Like that's not the same type of shit. You know what I mean? But so this is like the one thing the one epiphany that I've gotten recently is how like for the longest time I struggled to have like a strong definition of what like um, a casual is. You know, like I have Stardust. I have a like a hard time classifying what a casual is because we use that word all the time. Oh, that's just for casuals, casual the market, casual this, casual that, casual, casual, casual. What is a casual really? And I always struggle with that. I'm like, what is a fucking casual? But be real with you, be really real with you. I figured it out. I had an epiphany when I was listening to the homie sick. I had that moment of clarity. I figured out what a casual is. A casual is when you're talking about video games, right, with somebody, and you get serious about it because you want to speak about it, let's speak about it, right? And then they say it's just gaming, it's not that deep, or why are you taking it so serious? It's gaming. That's a casual. Your ass is casual as fuck for saying that, right? Your ass is casual. Don't tell me your ass is not casual. Isn't that what a casual would say? It's just gaming. Why are you taking it so seriously? So that makes you a casual. Correct? Am I incorrect for that assertion? That's what it is, right? You are a casual. That's what you say. That type of shit. No hardcore gamer would say that type of shit. You're hardcore. Why would you say that type of shit? You're into gaming. Why would you ever say it's just gaming? Why are you taking it so seriously? Motherfucker, you're hardcore. That's the definition of taking shit seriously. You know what I mean? You in there. No rubber. You in there. You know what I mean? Happy Father's Day. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? The fuck are you doing? Like, and I'm not even talking about console war shit, because that's not console war shit. That's just fuckboy shit. Congratulating each other on like mentioning motherfuckers' names, like you at motherfuckers and then say they liars and then they, you know what I'm saying, talk shit about you and you congratulate each other over that. Like, is that culture? Is that what we doing out here? That's culture. That's gangster in these gaming streets. That's what it takes. I just, you know what I'm saying? What the, like I can't even say what the fuck with enough energy. You know what I mean? Like it's just air just come out. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what are we doing out here, man? Like you casual as fuck and you doing fuck boy shit. Not fanboy shit, fuck boy shit. You feel me? This is some fuck boy shit that you're doing. And y'all proud about that. Y'all parading each other around about that type of shit. Like I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck are y'all doing, man? Like I don't give a fuck like what he's doing with his channel and shit. Like I don't. Like what beef and what like clout am I getting? Like I don't know, man. Like it's weird. Like it's everybody's just either L's or W, L's or W, and we over here making them so salty. We making them so salty. Like what the fuck, right? I don't understand it. Like I really don't. Like this is the conversation we having, and the craziest shit is a motherfucker that has the name gaming in his name. That's the second half of your motherfucking name, and you say some shit like, "Why you take it so seriously?" It's not that deep. The word gaming like identify me half as half of my character on social media, but why are you taking it so seriously? Well, it's not that deep. Fucking soft ass motherfucking gamer. Like, do you game or do you don't? Like, do you play video games and shit? Like, don't you care about none of this shit? So you just in here like that? You just say that a part of your name has the gaming in it, but you don't. I don't understand. Like, I don't. And then you congratulate each other on fuckboy shit. Like, what kind of shit is this? I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I don't really follow these dudes like that. I don't really know what's going on. I just see it pop up on my timeline. I'm just like, that's weird. These motherfuckers are weird. Yeah, that is very weird. Am I wrong though? Like that's how I figure it out. That's the definition right there. That's what a casual is. I figure it out. Casuals don't take gaming seriously. That's the bottom line. You have no passion for gaming. That's it. You're a casual. You dibble dabble. You get in there if you hear about a game that having major cultural uh significance, then you fuck with it just to say that you fuck with it. But you don't really fuck it with gaming like that. You don't really know the ins and outs, and you're not passionate. You don't like gaming like that for real. You just in it because you like talking about it, but you don't like taking it too seriously because it's just gaming. Fucking casual. Shut your bitch ass up. Then take gaming out of your name. And what the fuck is this? And here's the thing with this shit too, right? I understand some dudes on YouTube's on social media they entertain. This is a platform. That's where all these W's and L's and shit come from. Because they fuck with each other for the entertainment of you motherfuckers. And when I say you motherfuckers, I don't mean y'all motherfuckers in the chat. I'm talking about the general audience, right? They do that for the general audience to enjoy. I don't do that type of shit because first of all, I don't feel like doing that type of shit. I just rather do me and just chill with y'all, like just talking and shit. You know what I mean? I don't like talking about. I don't like doing that shit because it's just not. I mean, I like watching that type of shit from time to time. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna be real with it. Like sometimes I like watching that shit, but I don't like to be a part of it like that. You know what I mean? Just every day with that shit back and forth. Like I don't have the energy. I don't. So like with that shit, I just don't get it. And then when you say this type of shit, why is gaming even in your name? I just don't understand that shit. Like, what are you talking about then? Then why? Since what are we supposed to take seriously when you talk about gaming? Because you don't take it seriously enough. Why the fuck should we take what you're saying about gaming seriously? I just don't understand it. I really don't. I don't understand these motherfuckers at all. It's like, and the thing is, I know like he's trying to grow his channel and yada yada yada. That's why he's saying out all kind of outlandish shit just to get a rise out of people. But that's what I'm saying. That's a casual. You're not here for gaming. You're just here to like do that shit. What I just said. You're just trying to say random wild shit just to get a rise out of people, just to get subs and tweets and clout, whatever. You know what I mean? This is my hobby. Well, I mean, both doing this social media shit, this YouTube shit, along with the Twitter shit. I don't really fuck with the Twitter like that, but mainly I prefer this YouTube shit because I can speak to y'all and shit. You know what I mean? It's a hobby, not as much as a gaming hobby. Like I would quit gaming way before I quit this. Shit. I mean, my fault. I would quit this shit way before I quit gaming. What's up, Sci-Fi? You know what I mean? I would quit this shit way before I quit gaming. But it's still one of my hobbies. You know what I mean? I like kicking it with y'all every other, you know what I'm saying, every other Sunday. I try to do more Sundays from now on. Matter of fact, like I said before, like I've just been too busy, but I really want to do videos again because a lot of time a video is really good to single out one fucking subject and put it together. I don't know, what do y'all think? Y'all want me to start doing videos again on like certain subjects that I want to talk about? I'll like make a video and have some better production values than the videos I used to do back in the day. Y'all think that'd be cool? Just I was stick to every other Sunday, just do a podcast and shit. Because I was thinking about doing videos again because video is a much better format for me to talk about just one particular subject, and I could take a few days, a few weeks to what I'm saying, put a video together and shit and put it up there when it's ready. So podcast still be on time, but video will get put together every couple of days and then put it out there and shit. Yeah, man. I mean, I've been trying to do that again with a little bit better production value than I used to. But you know, so as soon as work slow down, I'll try to get on that because there's certain subject that'll be easier to do. Yeah, Jemiah. That's what I'm saying. Like I can speak about it because right now I'm just sitting here chilling. Like I'm just talking to y'all, so like I can't get my point across as best as I can because I don't have a few days to like work on it and shit. But yeah, man, as far as that type of shit, like as far as like we in here talking about gaming and stuff, and yeah, I mean, if you don't take it too serious, or you're just here for the fuck shit, it's whatever, just enjoy yourself. Like this is everyone have their own hobby. You know what I mean? If you enjoy doing that, then you enjoy doing that. This is all good. You like to be in a circle of motherfuckers that enjoy doing that, that's fine. But it seemed like some fuckboy shit. That's what it seems like. I mean, that's my definition of it. Like you clowning around and shit, that's some fuckboy shit. Like it's just I mean, there's no value out of that. What the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? But that's just the way I feel about it. And I might be stepping boundaries and shit, but I don't give a fuck. That's just how I feel about the situation. You know what I mean? Like I'm in this because I want to talk about gaming and shit. And and I'm not above the fuck shit completely. I mean, y'all see me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see me. I'm not completely above it, but I feel like there's a time and place. Like to go out of your way just to fuck around and shit. That's just too much shit. But I mean, other than that, man, like it's been weird, man. I've been telling y'all, man, recently because adulting is it's hard to game sometime when you out here pulling. grown man moves and shit. You feel me? But because of that, like, I think it's some kind of like domestic abuse case, like on my neighbors across the street. Man, I always see the police pulling up on them, and they don't look like they deal weed or any type of drugs. You know what I'm saying? They don't look like they deal drugs because trust me, I would know. Trust me. So it's like a couple with like a kid into. I don't want to give out their business, but of course y'all don't know who my neighbors are. But like every now and then, police will show up and shit. You know, question them motherfuckers and shit. Wife always look kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a domestic case in front of my house. What the fuck am I gonna do? You know what I mean? It's just fucking nerve wracking every time police pull up on me in the middle of lighting one up and shit. You know what I mean? Ruin the whole mood and shit. Nah, cuz she is not. Low key, I think she's smoking something. She don't look very healthy. You feel me? But anyway, I'm not. I've just observed. I don't judge. I'm just saying. I've never called police on them. What the fuck? I'm just saying because she look unhealthy. You know what I mean? I wouldn't smash. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, man. It's a waste of weed. Like, fuck my shit all up, man. Every time you see that big fucking white ass strobe light, you know what I'm talking about? Just hit your motherfucking window one time. Just close that motherfucking window back. Like, you know what? Not right now. I feel you, Jemiah. It must be nice. Must be nice. Can't wait for that to happen over here. But as of right now, as long as I don't get catch riding dirty, knock on wood. You feel me? I'll be straight. But yeah, man. I mean that other shit with gaming is wild, man. That's when you know gaming is so big that there's tag-alongs. Motherfuckers don't really care about gaming. They just like the culture that gaming's created, and they just want a piece. They just want a piece. You know what I mean? They just want a piece, and they never realize the things they say. But you just want to fit in. You probably goofy. Like most of these dudes, I'm gonna be real with you. I think they're just goofy as fucking real life. They don't have no like real life activities they could be doing, and when they on here, like you know, they on a whole nother level. Right? I'm just saying, like, if you don't like talking about gaming like that, or you don't enjoy that type of shit to take it to that extent, then why are you even representing a portion of it? Like, you're in the culture, like your name has gaming in it. I'm just saying, if you the difference is here's the difference, right? I was talking about earlier how like these motherfuckers that do social media and YouTube and that type of shit, them motherfuckers. Oh shit, another SWAT car's pulling up. This motherfucker's going. I'm out here meddling like a motherfucker, like peeping out. But yeah, but like the reason why these motherfuckers pull those type of shit is because these motherfuckers entertain you. That's why you do that. But the motherfuckers that don't have no channels, don't do none of that, just out here just saying that stuff, y'all motherfuckers actually believe that shit. You feel me? Y'all motherfuckers actually go with like y'all ride with the shit. That's you. Like that what the fuck? Yeah, man, it's trickling out. And you know America's in debt. That's how you know America's in debt. Because I've been in debt like that before. It's when you're that in debt, it's when you're like, you know what? Maybe I should start selling some weed. That's how the American government is feeling. You know what? Go ahead and start selling some weed, man. Expand our territory. Now we got Illinois in this bitch. You know what I mean? And strangely enough, I used to think, the legalizations of, you know, weed would actually hurt the illegal weed industry, but it really doesn't. It actually helped in a lot of cases. It's kind of fucked up. My fault, man. I'm over here meddling and shit. I ain't even focused on my own podcast. I'm over here watching motherfuckers getting handcuffed and stuff. It's weird when you see a white dude get handcuffed. I'm just saying. It's weird for domestic shit because you never see that shit on the news. But anyway, so that's all I'm saying about that other shit, man. I just noticed some shit. Like I was telling y'all, like I don't. Sometimes there's intervals between me getting to play games. Sometimes, like during my busy season, there's just there might be a few days in between that I don't get to play games. But I still stay, I still keep my eyes and ears to the quote unquote gaming streets. You know what I mean? I try to see what's up because what if some new information come out that's hot? I want to know about it. You know. And of course, I want to see what motherfuckers out here talking about from time to time. See if it's some motherfuckers drop some jewels or not. Because sometimes motherfuckers out there, some real motherfuckers out there, be saying some real shit, right? But because of that, you have to deal with this other portion and just be out here doing some wild shit. Like go in on with you for like 3 hours about gaming, and then after 3 hours, say some shit like, "Well, it's just gaming. Why are you taking it so seriously? It's not that deep." And it hurts me the most when there's a motherfucker that has the word gaming in it. When I actually started my channel, because I had this fucking YouTube account for years, right? Years and years. What's up, Island fam? I had this YouTube account for years and years. I just always been known as Royal Flush. I've never been known as Royal Flush Gaming. It's just when I started making videos, I added gaming to it because that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about gaming and shit. I mean, I don't take myself that seriously, but I take talking about gaming seriously enough. I put it in my fucking name. You feel me? Like, what the fuck? Like, if you're gonna do that, at least take that somewhat seriously. If you don't, there's whatever, then just, be a fuckboy. Like, it's just. I'm saying, Jemiah, you got to. Yeah, man. Happy, non-efficient ass pull out game. Having motherfuckers. I can't. You know what's really weird? I'm very satisfied as a PlayStation owner for this generation. I'm still very satisfied, but I'm ready for next generation at this point. I'm ready because with the shit that's going on, I'm just good now. Like I'm just ready. I mean, what else is there left, right? I mean, this shit's really weird. Like, here's why I was being silenced a second ago. I'm just like looking at my phone. I'm like, this dude is so odd, man. Like, why is these motherfuckers so weird? I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what to. I almost feel special because they're like talking to me, like as if I'm important enough that they need to speak to me constantly. But they say the weirdest shit. I don't know, like what are they even doing? Like 4.99. I'm okay with 4.99. I prefer 3.99. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, but I don't see how that's even possible. I don't see how 3.99 is even possible. And it's not about the money thing. It's just 3.99 is a good look. It's just the right number to do well. And I do want consoles to do well because I want to make sure that my favorite way of gaming stay alive. That's just the bottom line. Like, does it matter which console? Yes, it does. The console that I like the best because it does what I want it to do the most. I want it to last the longest. I'm very honest about that. If that's the fanboy shit, call it that. But I do want PlayStation to succeed because I want them to do the stuff that I want them to do. Now, if they don't do the shit that I want them to do, fuck them, fail hard, bitch. If you ain't giving me what I want, motherfucker, you could fail. I don't give a fuck. I'm only rooting for you because you're giving me the shit that I want. keep giving me the shit that I want. The moment you stop, like I root for your failure too, so that you will learn your motherfucking lesson. But it doesn't look that way. But yeah, man, I've been going on for a solid 2 hours. I know it's been a while. That's why I'm, going extra long. You know what I'm saying? That's what she said. But it's been, it's been 2 hours. I think that's good. I'll see y'all in the next one. I want to play a little bit of gaming before I go to sleep and shit. It's like 11 o'clock. But yeah, man. Royal Flush, Draco Rex, Asian Gambit. I appreciate motherfuckers sat around with me for a fucking solid 2 hours and shit. I'll see you on Tuesday on the roundtable. I might be late on that day too. I'm probably gonna be late. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm patient, but you know what I'm saying. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be 4.99, and I'm okay with that. But that's a little rough. But all right, man. I'll see y'all Tuesday. Maybe definitely Friday, right? And I should be doing Sundays, and I'm try to get shit started. It's just my busy season is actually slowing down. In another month and a half, I won't have much shit to do at work, so shit would be cool. I can start working on other shit. But I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Once again, Roll Flush, Draco Rex, Asian Gambit, deuces.